Hey guys, Happy New Year. I didn't make the deadline to do the end of the year tag. So I'm doing this as like a 2021 plans slash the end of the year tag, but I'm not calling it that because I didn't make the deadline. And yeah, so we'll get into it. So I'm probably going to be looking down because I'm going to be referring to my phone for the questions and a cues for some of the answers because I wrote them down, like how many videos I made and stuff. So normally for the end of the year tag, they say show us your doll family. Well, I'm not going to be doing that this year because I have currently 52 dolls. And lining up 52 dolls in one shot is exhausting. And then going through them all for me is also exhausting. And also I have a couple more dolls coming in, so I just want to wait until I have all the dolls together at least, and then I'll do a collection video. So next year I will show my collection, but this year I'm totally not in the mood to show the collection. One fun thing I did do though for midnight on New Year's Eve is I took out all of my MSDs, which you'll see in the thumbnail, and I redressed them and I put them all together and took a pic. So I'm like, that's a win for me because that took me a long time to do. But yeah, for anyone who has like a larger collection that I know of on YouTube, I have not seen them post their collection video yet, and I totally understand you if you did not post yet. Well, everyone who has like a smaller crew, it's like a 2-second thing, but like if you have a really big crew like me and like Sighthound Lady type thing, Miss Kitty Blue, I know she did a video for hers. I don't know if she did an up close of the collection. I haven't watched it yet, but usually it takes some time when they do it, and yeah, I don't want to do it, so sorry guys. We'll move on to the next question. How many doll videos did you make this year? So I wrote that down. So I made on YouTube 60 videos. That is a ton for me. Honestly, the whole 2020 thing, lockdown, inspired a lot of that because I was pumping out those videos like crazy when I was not working because I had nothing better to do. So that definitely inspired it because I know more previous years it was definitely maybe like 20, maybe 30 type thing, but yeah, I definitely did a lot. We'll see if we can keep up the frequency for this year. I'm gonna try. 3, what was your first video of 2020 about? So my first video of 2020 was my Shopkins and surprise bags for BJDs, and when I saw it, my heart, because since it's like lockdown, like my city's in lockdown again, I can't, like the good old days before the virus, I couldn't just go out because I'd go to all like the Walmarts around in my city, and sometimes I'd go outside of my city just to see if I could find things when I had free time. But like now you're not encouraged to go around because you could spread something, so I just go to like the same 2 Walmarts, and they've been dry because everybody's trying to find entertainment. So all of the kits for like surprise brands and like play sets for like My Life Has and Art Generation and stuff, it's just gone. So it kind of sucks in that aspect. And also they're not bringing in new stock, at least where I live. Normally like every month or so they'd bring in something new, but I guess because of the whole pandemic they just have not been bringing new things where I live anyway. And areas that normally would be stocked frequently, not just in like the toy area but like all over the stores, are just not being stocked. So I will be looking forward to when I can go like prop shopping again. Definitely comment below if you miss doing that too. Even like I've been avoiding thrift shopping too because I know they're trying to be as careful as possible, but I don't want to risk anything, so I haven't gone to any of the thrift shops literally since this whole thing started. how many pictures on any site or medium did you take/upload this year? So I just did Instagram. I uploaded to a couple of other places as well, but I just did Instagram alone. And guys, I posted 1,185 photos from 2020. Crazy, right? The reason why it's so high is because I mentioned like a trillion times that I do photo stories. So in like one post, there'll be like 10 pictures. So I counted the 10 that's in each of the stacked photos for the photo stories. And yeah, it added up pretty quick. And I was like, wow. I think that's the most I've ever posted on Instagram in a year, was that many photos. My resolution for last year was to finish Rosalina's story. So that's heavily influenced why I posted so much in 2020, at least photo story wise. 5, show us the first picture of the year. So my first picture of the year was a photo story that you'll see popped up with Charles and Willow, and I think they were clubbing with Sophia. That's where that photo came from. So that was the first photo of 2020. And speaking of like photos of the year, I just want to slip in my top 9 for Instagram. I was actually so surprised for it because I actually posted, I guess in my opinion, some really like good quality for a phone anyway. Some good quality photos. So I'm like, okay, those will probably be the most liked because, you know, the typical. But actually the most liked photos were more of my like silly photos, like showing butts and stuff. Just things like I did for fun, or just like showing like Cal with Alpha, their difference. I just did that for fun. Like, I thought it was so entertaining that people like the silly stuff that I just like as well. So I'm like, oh, this is so sweet that like people like my silliness. Number 6, tell us the best thing that happened to you in the doll hobby this year. So the best thing that happened to me in the doll hobby this year, a lot of really good things happened to me, to be honest. But I think to say the best would be finding my craft group. So definitely, I'm super happy that I found them. It's so much fun, and they've definitely helped me survive this whole 2020 thing, because I feel like I would not be okay if I didn't have my craft group for this year, because I cannot get out. And yeah, it's so nice to have people to regularly socialize with and craft with and laugh with, everything. So I'm super happy that I found them. Number 7, tell us the worst thing that's happened to you in the doll hobby this year. So the worst thing that happened to me, there was a couple like not so nice things that happened to me, but I wouldn't say like they're horrific, honestly. Like, they're regular inconveniences, like custom fees, or like some things were kind of annoying. You guys can give me an insight on this. I was asking a few people to see what they think is going on. This is not my worst, by the way, but like now people are asking for like buyer's feedback, and I'm like, why? That doesn't make sense to me, especially since like, at least when I buy, I don't like to do layaway. I just pay in full. So the people are like, oh, you have to put buyer's feedback. I'm like, why? That doesn't make sense, because I'm paying in full. That really doesn't make any sense. That's just me, because when I sell stuff, I'm like, if you have the money, you have it in full, here you go. But on to the worst thing that actually did happen to me. This has happened in the past as well, but I guess because of what's going on this year, it hit me a bit harder than it normally would. I was on, that I know of, 2 bully pages, and thanks to the friends who like notified me about it, because I didn't know. Anyway, so that was obviously not a great experience. It's happened before in the past. Like if you've been following me a long time ago, I have a video, I think it's still up, called like bullying and shaming and my experiences, and I was talking about things that people try to bully me on. So anyways, I had lots of support, so thank you to all of those who said really nice things to me, friends who have been where I was being with the whole like you being on one of those hate pages. So thanks for like talking with me about it and just supporting each other. And I've always said that I'm anti-bullying for sure. I've always said that because it's just, I feel like you definitely have to look at yourself if you're bullying people online, especially just strangers. You're stealing their photos and saying mean stuff about them just to make yourself feel better. I think you have to look at yourself and assess what's going on with you, because I think that's a real problem. Anyways, continuing. So that was the worst thing that happened to me. The timing with the bullying was just not great because of how this year is going. But I did get through it because I did have fantastic support. And thank you to, even like here on YouTube, people who say like nice things. Thank you so much. 8, show us your 3 favorite things you got this year. Okay, so I got a lot of favorite things this year. Don't judge me, but I bought like 12 dolls this year. Yeah, normally I don't buy that much, but as I said, 2020 is a weird year, and yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna show you my 3 favorite things that I got. I did get a lot of stuff, and it was so hard for me to just narrow it down to 3 things. So one of the favorite things, I think I would say one of my top, is my tripod. I got that this year, kind of more, I think during the pandemic I got it. I can't show it to you guys because it's holding the camera right now, but I mentioned a while back that Mara, my Dolphy Dream, holds the camera because I used to have a tripod, but one day it literally just broke. It wasn't expensive. It came from Dollar Tree. But it had lasted me years, like back when I still was in college. Like that's the tripod I used. It lasted me a really long time, especially coming from Dollar Tree. And then one day I was trying to adjust it to make a video, and then it just snapped. For no reason. It just snapped. It was just made out of hard plastic. So after that, Mara was holding my camera for me. And then I was getting super frustrated because I was trying to do like certain videos that I couldn't do with Mara holding it. And yeah, I got the tripod during the like initial lockdown, and this one is made out of metal, so it should not snap. And hopefully it lasts me a long time as well. So that was my number 1 thing. My number 2 thing I got was my Christmas gift. And I didn't do an unboxing, but I will do another video showing you the doll a little bit more. Is my Creatures of Nat Kitsune. Ta-da! So this is my Kitsune. I've always wanted a Creatures of Nat creation, and yeah, I told my partner about it, and he got me one. I was so happy. Like, this is one of the best Christmas gifts I've ever had. Like, definitely, like, I love it so much. It's ridiculous. And every day since I got it, I tell him how I'm so happy that he got it for me. And yeah, oh, I love it. You guys will be seeing on my Instagram lots of pictures, and there will be another Creatures of Nat box opening coming, because I love it. I love it so much. So that was my second. And then my third was a new experience that I've always wanted. Ta-da, you guys have already seen her if you watched my vinyl collection video. My Angelophilia, I have both of them. I'm just showing this girl because she's a little less like fluid. So this is my Angelophilia Lena in tan skin, and her name is Leanne. And she's definitely one of my top purchases because I just always wanted an Angelophilia from like years and years back. I've always wanted one, and I got one, and that was a fantastic moment. It was crazy. and I got my second one literally like as soon as I opened her. I loved her so much I got my second one. So I'm really happy I got some Angiophilias in my life. Alright, so I think that is all the questions. Let me check. Oh no, I have one more. So 9, what is your New Year's resolution? So my New Year's resolution for 2021 is to finish my collection. I did mention to a few friends and like here and there that I wanted to finish the collection, and I mentioned how many more dolls I had left, and that played into why I bought so many dolls this year in 2020 was because I just wanted to like speed up the process. And I had some extra money because I'm not going anywhere. I'm just staying at home, right? So I was like, why not just work on that? So I've already ordered some dolls in 2020 that have not shown up yet. I'm still waiting, but I think to buy literally one more doll. One more head and body because I have to buy them separate and hybrid, but that is all I need. I just need one more doll and my collection is complete. And then my plan after that is to just like do some fine tweaking, like give new wigs for who needs new wigs, do face ups for who needs new face ups, like get rid of some old ones, do some new ones, and then I've always wanted to get massive Ziploc bags and like portion out like outfit specifics for characters. Like most of my dolls share their outfits, but there's definitely certain looks that I'm like, this is what this character wears. Like for Camille, for example, if you guys are familiar, she's my girl who has the pink hair, super cute, wears pink. I have a lot of specific outfits for her that is like super over the top pink, and I just want to like collect them and put them in one singular bag for her, so then if I want to like dress her up for a photo story or just a photo shoot or whatever, I can just like pick and put her in something that would match her style instead of having to go through my like massive tubs of clothing and like digging through to find it. I have a photo story I'm currently working on very slowly. I took a big break because I wasn't feeling too well. Not like cough well, but like I just was like, I guess more low energy type thing. So I'm hoping next month I will be able to like get back into it in full force and get through that photo story, at least taking the photos and then do the editing so I can post it. And that is my other goal. I have a few photo stories planned, but the current one step at a time, is hopefully I can get it out for 2021. That's a big hope. And I think that is it for my goals at the moment. I could probably create tons and tons of goals, but I just wanted to keep it a bit more realistic for what can actually be done. So until the next time, I can't wait to see what your guys' plans are. See ya.